Hello, everybody. We're back again, talking about another speech article slash question that we have to write about. So our topic this time was what makes quotes effective and what makes quotes ineffective. So to start, when you're using a quote is something somebody says, something that supports data, something that is relatable to your topic, which is essential. Whatever you're quoting has to be relatable to your topic. And it's even better when they're used properly. Like, you don't want to be just throwing quotes, filling up your whole speech full of quotes that don't mean anything or don't pertain to your whole speech. Like, nobody wants to hear a speech full of quotes from somebody else and you had no opinion to do with it. Also, when you're using quotes and if it's pertaining to a certain subject, make sure that your quotes are the source of your quotes are current. Like, don't be saying, oh yeah, the highest gene therapy the smallest little gene that we found is atom, is an atom, when we know science has come down to a proton, neutron, and electron now. But since back then, like, for example, that's an example. And make sure your points are pertaining to the topic. Don't be going off topic, as well as using sources that have really good reputation. Also look for sources that are from an expert opinion, any statistics, factual data, and make sure that they're and also to pull information or pull quotes from a document statement, such as like testimonies or case studies. Also make sure that you're like I said about the quotes, make sure that you use your quotes that are relevant, current, and stable. Like, whoever writes them is stable. Also, make sure you know how credible the quote or who's the author is. Make sure the quality, do they reference where they got their information from, who was it, who wrote it. Is it like a 7-year-old from New York who said that statistically, something of that matter. And also make sure there's evidence. Anything that the author claims in the speech, make sure that it's addressed. And if it doesn't make a point to your speech, there's no point in using it. Also, some ways that quotes are used in that aren't used good are non-reputable sources, off subject, made up stuff, quotes just to fill a speech when you don't know what to do, you don't know what to say, and you just start naming quotes, even if it's like, oh, this is my favorite quote. Yeah, no. If it doesn't pertain to the subject, don't use it. If it's not a reputable source, don't use it. If you don't know who wrote it and you didn't do your evidence on it, don't use it, because there might be somebody in your audience who actually knows what they're talking about and is there to listen to what you're talking about or to see what you know that you're talking about. And if they don't know, and if they know that for a fact that whatever you're quoting is wrong, they're going to call you out. And nobody wants to look dumb. And that's my opinion. Alrighty.